Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? This morning, I watched a new monster movie for me, Loch Ness Horror. Woo, what can I say about that movie? To be honest, I have been interested to watch that movie. It's caught my eye for a while. I first heard about it with this VHS I own called Fantastic Dinosaurs of the Movies, and that's really cool. If you want to find some monster movies you want to watch that. It's not really like every single monster movie in existence because it's only on VHS. It's like from the 20s to early 80s, so it's only from that time frame. You'll see like they'll show trailers of monster movies. Um, yeah, Loch Ness Horror was in there, and I've been interested to watch it. It caught my eye, and I found the trailer again on YouTube and watched it on there. And I was like, hey, I want to watch it. But unfortunately, VHS and DVDs are expensive and hard to come by. So, luckily, there was a person on YouTube who had it up. They posted the whole movie on there, and I watched it this morning via my tablet onto my TV, and I enjoyed it. Though it was kind of dark, like some of the scenes that happened at night, it was kind of dark to see. Like, is that the guy's arm? Is that NESSIE in the background? Or is that a boat? Or, some like the night scenes were kind of hard to see. Fortunately, a lot of movies happened during the day, so there wasn't that problem. You could see it clear, especially Nessie. I think this was a good movie that kind of, I guess, what am I looking for? Like, they did it right with Nessie. Like, they didn't show her that much, and then when they showed her, it was done right. Because, like, you never see her whole body. You just see, like, the neck and the head. It was a good design. I thought throughout the whole movie that Nessie was just this, like it would just pop out of the water and go "Rrr," and just attack people. No, there was one part where they showed it on land, and I don't know why they couldn't show like the body. They just kept showing the head and neck. Though in that part you see like the head. I guess like they had some machine parts in it, and it will move and look. You see like the parts move and the mouth and jaw, and you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. It's also cool because sometimes when it will like breathe, like fog would just come out. So I like that touch. That made it kind of scary. Um, yeah, that's all I can say about Nessie. It was really good. I think they did it right. Though there were some funny parts where like we killed people, especially when it came on land. It would just like hit them with its head, and it was like, oh, it'll fall down. I think they should have kept it in the water because when he killed people in the water, it was kind of cool, and it was also dark, so you could kind of see it, but you couldn't see it because she would drag them down and eat them. So that was cool. I like that. I like that. It was like a really good effect. It wasn't really that scary. I kind of jumped a few times though because like when people were in the water, like they had when the divers in the water, they would just be doing something. They would turn around, you just see Nessie just like oh shit. So that part kind of scared me. I was like oh because I don't really like water and deep water. I had that fear like oh if I go deep in the water I'll see a monster. Yeah, and I still like Nessie. I want to look for it, and I'm scared of dark waters. But yeah, Loch Ness Horror was good. I wouldn't really call it a horror movie. I don't know why that was in the title because, yeah, people died. But I think because I see it as a monster movie, I don't really see it as a horror movie per se. I think it should have been called something else, like Loch Ness something, or Loch Ness is something, whatever. But it was good. It was a good Loch Ness monster. It took, a lot of heavy Scottish accents. I remember reading some YouTube comments or someone were like, well, they're kind of racist doing that. I was like, well, it's in Scotland. You gotta be authentic. You can't just have everyone speak like plain English. You gotta have some accent too. Like a lot of Texans have accents, which I was surprised because the main character was from America. He was from Houston, Texas, but then again, maybe a lot of Texans don't have accents. But that's me bragging on. Back to the movie. Yeah, so the main characters was this young researchers from Houston, Texas. From University of Texas. Yeah, they clarified throughout the whole movie. Well, not the whole movie, from the beginning. It's like, he's from the University of Texas. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm like, oh, okay. So, he's from America. He works with this Scottish guy, the Scottish professor. Then another character is introduced who's basically the guy that took the first photo of Nessie, the surrogate photo. Because he has it on his fireplace? Yeah, he has it on his fireplace. And then he introduces his young granddaughter, and that becomes like the love interest to the American guy. And there's some other characters in there, but they're like people you don't really want to care about. Like there was two guys in the beginning that both die, but they were looking for Nessie, and they find her nest, and they had eggs, and they take one of the eggs and take it back to the guy they were working for, who's this other professor, and he wants to be famous. He's like, oh, we got an egg, let's do something with it. And so he was the only one that lives, and then he dies later on, like in the middle of the movie. But they're not really important. It's all about like the other people. I also remember reading comment. No, it wasn't a comment. The comment was about the monster design. They were like, "Oh, it looked like a balloon," which, like I said, I guess I can't really say much. It didn't really look like a balloon to me. But yeah, I was reading somewhere else that there was like, "Hey, this movie has 3 plots," and it's kind of true in a way. Like 2 of the plots are introduced in the beginning, and then like later in the movie, like towards the end, another plot's introduced. And you're like, what the hell? The first 2 plots is one, those 2 people with the egg, the main character and then his friend, the professor, searching for Nessie with the other 2 people. Then the third plot revolves around a Nazi airplane they discovered that was in the under the lake because they had explosives and they wanted to get rid of the evidence, the military. So that was like the last plot revealed, and you're like, okay, that's weird for another plot, but okay, it's already in at the end. So yeah, Loch Ness Horror was good. I enjoyed it. I recommend it as another movie for you guys to watch. What else can I say about that movie? The acting wasn't bad. I was surprised. The acting wasn't really that bad in that movie. The dialogue was. I think whoever wrote the dialogue should like went over it and changed it because some of the dialogue didn't like make sense, and then I think some people had like really heavy Scottish accents because you couldn't hear them, and I was like, oh. One part I thought was funny was the main guy from America who's trying to be like a ass to the girl, and he was like, because she came to visit him at his boat, and he was like trying to be mean. He's like, oh, they thought through the morning through you. She's like, they say that in Ireland. I was like, so I thought that was a little funny, but. Yeah, so it wasn't really like a scary horror movie. Like I said, then again, I thought of it as a monster movie. It's good. It's a good watch. I wish I could buy it to add to my collection, but like I said, it's rare and expensive. So if you guys want to watch it, it's on YouTube. You can find it. Someone uploaded the whole movie, so that's nice. Yeah, Loch Ness Horror. That's all I can say about it, really. Because I'm the type of guy, I know last time in my other movie review, so one of my friends got mad, like, you ruined it by telling us the ending. So I promise I won't do that anymore, but yeah, I try not to be the guy that gives out too much. I just like to tell my opinion on the movie a little bit and say that, just tell everyone else, watch it, it's fun. But yeah, so I won't give that much away of this movie. It's good, it's a good little 80s flick. Yeah, that's all I can say about Loch Ness Horror, Well, I guess I'm going to sign off and go back on my hunt for Nessie and look for some more movies. I'll talk to you later. Bye.